Alrighty, part 2. I've got my heat gun preset to 500 degrees Celsius, and the shoes and the tabs are all clean and ready to roll. So I've made sure that everything's nice and shiny and well melted, and line up my tabs where I want them. Press it in, line it up, press it in. Now I've tried rolling the tabs with the shoe on the table, and it hasn't really worked out for me because it still slides. Up until it's nice and solid, it's gonna slide left and right. So my preference is to do it by hand instead of using other hard surfaces to make it stick. Otherwise, it will be crooked, most likely. My tendency anyway, to make it all crooked if it doesn't work out. So here we go. First tab is on. Now it's not perfect. You can see this corner's still a little bit. There's an air gap there, but that is something I will adjust whenever I do the blend. Okay, so I usually do 1 tab of shoe. I let it cool off before I start touching the other one, because while I'm holding the shoe all over the place, I didn't want to pull it off accidentally. So next, same thing. Line it up where you want it to be and do the heat welding. Now while I'm putting this on, the last set of shoes that I put on this horse, the ones that I cannot reuse, unfortunately, they lasted her for about 6 weeks. I just pulled them off now, and my tabs did not come off even once. They were solid. Maybe I'll show that once I do this one. Line it all up. They were nice and solid with no signs of coming off. Now I think I just messed this up, make an air gap over here, which I should be able to fix again once I go to my blending stage. Okay, just to sidetrack for a second, my last pair of shoes. All right, no signs of it coming off here or over here. You can see the line where it was blended in. And it's holding on quite well on this side too. This side is the same. Can't even see the line in this one though where it was blended in. It's barely visible there. And yeah, 6 weeks, stayed on just fine. Okay, next one. Just gonna have to spray my gloves off now. I did not think about that. Okay, back to the first shoe. This is all solid now. Let's see. If you look inside, there might be a tiny bit of a gap. I might want to blend. Actually, it's pretty good. I think the other shoe that I already did was gonna be worse. But that's pretty good here, but it hasn't been blended in yet. That's gonna be my next video. So now we're switching sides. Doing the other side. Try to line it up. This one's going to be a little bit trickier because I took off quite a bit over here, so I didn't have the same guides as I do on the other side. Start this way. Other one. Now, while I'm doing this, I do tend to get the shoe worm thin the tab and do it one more time with the shoe to make sure that my urethane is still nice and soft and liquid. And I make sure that I can see it being all pliable. Just to, I don't even know what I was gonna say, never mind. I just want to make sure that it all sticks together well. Let's just put it like that. So I don't think I lined the two tabs quite that great. This is also the deformed hoof. So if we're looking at it upright, they're sitting at a different angle. This one's up a little higher, but that's not a big deal for her. Just doing the best I can with her. Biggest reason I'm putting those shoes on is her left hind, the way she stands, her lateral her lateral wall on the left leg was quite a bit. I didn't want to take the other shoe again, but that was why her toe was more worn on the lateral corner rather than the medial, because she overloads her lateral side, and the hoof just needs some extra protection because otherwise she's completely imbalanced. Okay, one more left before I let it cool off and do my blending. Now this tab seems to have gotten a little hard, but it will warm up once I turn the heat gun on. So this one's sliding everywhere, so I gotta keep checking that it's still in line where I want it to be. And then I press it in multiple times. The tabs and the shoe itself, they're quite hot, so you can only hold it for so long, even with the gloves on. And hard not to burn yourself with that, for sure. Happened to me more than once, but I find it's worth it. Okay, so that's done too. All the tabs are on, as if I bought it like that. Now let's look at this one for a second. If I open the tabs, looks good. I think that one looks good too. It's all tight. Might not be tight in the corner here. Not sure if you can see. Tight, tight. No, this one might not be. That one I might need to stick my gun in there and try to add some more heat and tighten it up. This one's nice and tight. Okay, one more video coming up.